Liverpool transfer latest. Alexander Isac. Chase heats up. Harvey Elliot considers Spurs switch, and Anfield's new era takes SHOP. Arthur faithful are no strangers to transfer sagas, but this summer has brought a perfect storm of speculation, high-stakes negotiations, and emotional turning points, as Liverpool continue to reshape their squad under new head coach Arne Slot. Supported by the analytical minds of Michael Edwards and Richard Hughes, the club finds itself right at the center of the footballing world's attention. The latest twist in this enthralling off-season revolves around Newcastle United's Swedish star, Alexander Isac, whose name has been constantly on the lips of journalists, pundits, and fans alike. Liverpool's interest in the 24-year-old striker has been one of the worst-kept secrets in football. But in recent days, it has evolved from quiet admiration to full-blown pursuit. It all began to take on a new dimension when reports surfaced that Isak himself was open to leaving St. James Park this summer, a stance that caught the attention of several European heavyweights. But Liverpool, having seen their forward line disrupted by a combination of tragic misfortune and strategic departures, have been the most aggressive suitor so far. Speaking in the pre-match press conference before Liverpool's Community Shield clash against Crystal Palace, Slot was inevitably asked about the swirling Isak rumours. As ever, the Dutchman's response was measured but telling. "Alexander Isac is a remarkable talent," he said, his tone blending admiration with caution. "But I have to respect the fact that he is under contract with Newcastle United. We all know how difficult it is to get a player of that quality out of a club who values him so highly." Liverpool's first bid for the Swedish forward was no small gesture. Sources close to the negotiations have confirmed that the Reds tabled an offer believed to be between €110 million and €120 million, an amount that would break their own transfer record. But Newcastle, determined to keep their star man, rejected the proposal outright. Eddie Howe's side are understood to be holding out for a figure closer to €150 million, and they are in no mood to entertain anything less. The rejection hasn't discouraged Liverpool's hierarchy. In fact, it appears to have galvanized them, with Darwin Nunez's departure to Al Hilal completed earlier in the window and Diogo Jota tragically sidelined for the foreseeable future. The need for a marquee striker has become urgent. Isak's combination of pace, technical skill, and composure in front of goal makes him the perfect candidate to lead the line in Slot's evolving system. Adding intrigue to the saga are the growing reports that Isak has already agreed personal terms with Liverpool, potentially committing to a 5-year deal that would see him become one of the club's highest earners. Newcastle have so far refused to comment on the speculation, but there have been subtle signs of strain. Isak has reportedly been training separately from the main squad, and his omission from Newcastle's recent pre-season fixtures has only fueled whispers of an impending exit. Behind closed doors, Liverpool are preparing an improved offer, one that could shatter the Premier League's transfer record. The mooted figure stands at €138.6 million, with a further €23.1 million in performance-related add-ons. The structure of the deal is designed to appeal to Newcastle's financial sensibilities while demonstrating Liverpool's intent to secure a player they believe can spearhead their title challenge for years to come. Slot, however, has been careful to temper expectations. "We have big dreams, but we also have financial limits," he said when pressed on the matter. "If Isak doesn't happen, we have other targets, players like Rodrigo, who could bring something different to our attack. We will not compromise the long-term stability of the club, but we will do everything we can to build a team that can compete at the very highest level." While the Isak negotiations dominate the headlines, another subplot is developing that could have a significant impact on Liverpool's midfield depth. Harvey Elliot, once hailed as one of the brightest prospects in English football, is attracting serious interest from Tottenham Hotspur. Elliot's journey at Liverpool has been a mix of promise and frustration. Under Jurgen Klopp, he showcased flashes of his creativity and close control, but injuries at key moments have disrupted his momentum. Slot, too, saw glimpses of what Elliot could bring last season, particularly in early cup games, but the youngster struggled to secure a consistent role in the starting sheet. Now, with Spurs reeling from the double blow of James Maddison's ACL injury and Son Heung-min's unexpected move to LAFC, manager Thomas Frank is seeking a creative spark to reinvigorate his side. The Danish coach has reportedly met with Elliot personally, outlining a vision where the 21-year-old would thrive in a central playmaking role. Wearing the coveted number 10 shirt and orchestrating attacks for a team with Champions League ambitions, Elliot is said to be buzzing at the prospect of regular first-team football in North London. More importantly, he sees the move as a potential stepping stone towards securing a place in England's squad for the 2026 World Cup. Liverpool, aware of the player's potential, but also realistic about his current role in the squad, are open to a deal worth around £40 million. However, they are insisting on a buyback clause, ensuring they retain the option to bring Elliot back to Anfield if he fulfills his potential elsewhere. This is not the only area where Liverpool are making strategic moves. The club's new leadership structure under Edwards and Hughes is already leaving a clear imprint. Known for their data-driven approach, they have set their sights on identifying players with elite statistical profiles, particularly in younger age groups. The signing of 15-year-old Sidi Barama and Dia, a left-wing prodigy who has already trained with Liverpool's under-18s, is a prime example. Too young to officially join until January 2028 due to FIFA regulations, and Dia has nonetheless captured the imagination of scouts across Europe. His playing style, blistering pace, fearless dribbling, and an ability to unbalance defenders with quick shoulder drops has drawn inevitable comparisons to Sadio Mane in his prime. Liverpool's quick move to secure Andia ahead of European rivals underlines their ambition to dominate the talent pipeline. The plan is to potentially loan him to one of Fenway Sports Group's future sister clubs. Following a model that Chelsea have used successfully with players like Kendry. For Liverpool, it's about more than just building for the present, it's about ensuring the next decade is equally rich in quality and excitement. The Anfield faithful are watching these developments with a mixture of excitement and nervous anticipation. Every day brings new rumours, fresh statements, and shifting dynamics in the Isak chase. Will Newcastle's resolve hold firm, or will Liverpool's determination, backed by unprecedented financial muscle, finally force a breakthrough? What is certain is that Arne Slot's Liverpool are not standing still. The manager's insistence on building a squad capable of challenging on all fronts is matched by the club's willingness to act decisively in the market. The coming weeks, as the transfer window hurtles towards its September 1st deadline, promise to be some of the most pivotal in Liverpool's modern history. For now, all eyes remain on the Isak deal. And while Harvey Elliott's future, the integration of youth talent like Andia, and alternative striker targets will continue to generate their own headlines, it is the potential arrival of the Swedish star that could define Liverpool's summer, and perhaps set the tone for their resurgence under this new era of leadership.